So what's job one if you're Portland and you...
No, wait. He told me there's not 8 layups.
For Tony Parker?
Yeah.
Different styles of layups.
Different styles of layups.
What are the 8 styles?
Regular layup, correct?
1.
Other
A
hand.
floater.
2.
A quick layup.
3.
Right? A push shot, Mark Jackson.
4.
Oh, come on. That's the same as
The
a floater.
stretch layup. When you
that's
stretch
the same
no,
as a
not.
quick.
No, quick is different. Quick is you're now in the basket and you quickly it. Stretch is when you stretch. Reverse layup.
6.
Left and right.
6.5.
Running hook.
Oh, my God.
7.5.
Picking up stuff.
And then what's the last one, Shaq?
Finger roll.
Finger roll, baby. There's
8.5.
8 types of layups. As a guard, you have to know to get it over big guys.
Well, I think the number one thing, if you're Portland, you just got to forget about the game. There was nothing positive that happened to the Trailblazers tonight. You know, Reggie said some stuff that they maybe got a little confidence in the second half. But I think what you have to learn in the playoffs, Ernie, every series is different. Like tonight, the Spurs just jumped on them. Like I used the analogy, they just got hit in the mouth and they bagged up the entire game. The Trailblazers played like they were still in the first round. The deeper you go in the playoff, you're playing against better teams, and the intensity has to rise. So if I'm the Trailblazers, say, hey, you know what? We got our butt kicked, plain and simple. We've got, but you know, one game to the next does not matter in NBA playoffs.
But what is Terry Stotts saying about here's what we have to do better in game 2?
Well, he's saying, 1, we have to take care of the ball. We can't have 20 turnovers. 2,
and only 9 assists.
Exactly, and we can't go 4 from 16.3. Reggie made a comment about roughing Tony Parker up a little bit. I agree with that. You just can't let him come off pick and rolls easily, get into the move, do his spin move. You may have to touch him up a few times, let him know. But I agree with Chuck. You got to forget about this game and move on. However, San Antonio Spurs is not the team you want to experiment with. These guys have a lot of experience. They know what to do. They had 12 turnovers tonight. If they play like this, and if Tony plays like this, and if the others continue to play like this, they're going to be hard to beat despite their age.
I like that phrase. You can't experiment with the San Antonio Spurs.
No way. Never.
Because the one thing that the Spurs do is they dissect your offense and their defense. They understand what you're trying to do, which is difficult. A lot of teams, they adjust as the game going on. Very rarely does the Spurs they adjust as the game going on because they've already have a clear idea of what you're doing. And secondly, they have a clear idea of what they're doing. Meaning if there's a pick and roll setting with Damian Lillard, they already know and everyone's in tune what they're doing. So regardless if it's working or not, the team is still in tune to everything going on. Difficult task for Portland only because of the inexperience. Talent-wise, their 5, like you said, I think their 5 might have more talent. But experience-wise, going to be talent. It's like there was a guy I used to play with in the park all the time, man, Fat Ike. Man, he'd be the first pick in the park.
That's his real name?
His name was Ike, but we called him Fat Ike. But he was the first pick.
Why did you call him Fat Ike?
Yeah, he was a little
Did
heavy
it remind you of Fat Chuck?
Why do you call him heavyset?
No, he was Fat Ike. But Fat Ike was set a great pick. He rolled to the basket. He hold his man off. Come on, young fella. Come on, young. Get this jumper. Boom. That's the San Antonio Spurs, man. Experience.
I thought his name was Vince.
No, that's my brother.
Oh, sorry.
They called him Fat Ike because Big Boned Ike would not fit on the team.
Ernie, Fat Ike was like 45 years old, and we were like 11 and 15. And he was just always on the court.
You know, there's 2 stats that really stand out.
Tale.
You're not going to beat the Spurs with 20 turnovers.
Hey, that's why I like Chuck, because I had Fat Ike growing up. Now I got Fat Chuck.
And he just hangs around here, too.
He hangs around here, too. Come on, young fella, get some of this food. Come on, young fella. That's why I like Chuck.
Ernie,
Underdog, put that on a T-shirt.
Ernie, you look at the stats. You know, the Portland Trailblazers are a good 3-point shooting team. They were only 4 for 16. That's obviously got to get better. But the 20 turnovers, to me, are the key. Shaq touched on it a little bit. You're not going to beat the Spurs turning the ball over 20 times.
The 9 assists, the season low, because their previous low was also against San Antonio, was 13. So San Antonio getting it done in game 1, 116 to 92.